Hey guys, it's Friday, May 8th, and this is your ELA 7 virtual edition. I don't know if you can believe it, but this means that we are 7 weeks into virtual Delta Middle School. That's just nuts. We've got one more week to go, so hopefully you're prepared to finish strong. We don't have a whole lot left to do. This test that you've got today is one of the biggest things that we have left. So hopefully you've been preparing really well all week for this. To do your best. So today's tasks are your vocab test. We've got a little bit to do with the outsiders today, and then of course, if you're working on Reading Plus to try to boost your grade a little bit this week, you have that to work on as well. So vocabulary lists 19 through 24, our last 6 lists of the year. The test over that is today, 72 words, but only 50 questions. Most of the words are represented, however, because of the fill in the blank. So there are a few, I think, that don't actually get used as answers, but most of them do. So hopefully you've prepared yourself really well and are familiar with all 72. Just one quick note that you need to know about this. 2 quick notes, sorry. So just a reminder that this does go in the test category. So that means it's worth 65% of your total grade for the quarter. Okay, so that's kind of a big deal. So 65% category. The only other thing in this category currently is a paragraph that you wrote a few weeks ago. So please make sure, if you haven't studied already, please make sure that you take some time before you take the test to study. All right. Speaking of taking the test, once you start the test, you only have 60 minutes to complete it. Okay, because I'm not an idiot. I know that you have access to resources at this point that I can't control. So I did put an hour time limit on this, so you don't have all day to go finding all of the definitions and all of the words and all of that kind of stuff. You have 60 minutes from the time you start taking the test to finish the test. Okay, so use your time wisely, and as always, read carefully, make sure you follow instructions. And, as I mentioned yesterday, I intentionally wrote the test questions with context clues so that if you're aware of what the words mean, you should be able to pick up little hints in the sentences that are going to help you to determine which word best fills in the blank. All right, so make sure you've got time to finish the test when you sit down to take it. And that's really all the advice I can give you. So, good luck. The other thing that we're working on today with the outsiders, we are going to read chapter 6 today. Again, I know I can't control whether or not you do that, but I can give you some advice. So, I do not have an assignment for chapter 6 today. Okay, there's no assignment for chapter 6 because of your test. Okay, so I didn't want to overwhelm anybody with multiple assignments today. So chapter 6 needs to be read by Monday, because Monday's assignment, along with chapter 7, is also going to be over chapter 6. So really, if you don't read chapter 6 today or sometime over the weekend, then you're really kind of putting yourself in a tight spot on Monday, if that makes sense. Okay, so please read pages 73 through 84 in the outsiders before Monday. Okay, so maybe you're going to do that today when you finish your test. Maybe you're going to read it first and then take the test. Maybe you're going to read it on Sunday night because you don't know what else you're going to do on Sunday night because you don't have Reading Plus to finish up. However you choose to do it, maybe you're going to read it on Monday when you read chapter 7. That's your call. I'm just trying to make your life a little easier, okay? So just make sure that you get chapter 6 read, and there will be an activity over that on Monday along with chapter 7. So that brings us to our recap. Vocab test today, read chapter 6, and if you're working on Reading Plus this week, you can do some of that as well. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me, message me on Canvas, or drop into office hours from 10 to 11 or 1 to 2. Good luck on your test, and I hope you have a great weekend. See you back here next week.